Hello, everybody. You're watching Tenacious Viking TV. Welcome back to Airport Madness 3D Volume 2. And this is a very, 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 very special episode. For one thing, I'm going to do Move 50 and 20 at London City, which is going to be a disaster, I'm pretty sure. But for the other thing, I have a guest commentator for this. While I madly try to get some planes in position, I'd like you to welcome Roger from Big Fat Simulations, the developer of this game.
Hi, Tanner. Thanks for having me with you.
Oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, but a little scary. Like I said, I'm a little nervous about playing this game in front of the developer, but I do like your kind of method. I think this is another one of the airports, in addition to Lukla, where you try to do things in groups of 3, and I like that. That works well for me. What I don't like is this configuration going this direction. I like the other direction much better, but oh well.
I find every airport has an easy traffic flow and then a slightly more difficult traffic flow, depending on which choice you make.
Yeah, and I have to confess, playing some of the challenges has been the different configuration than what I've been using, but once I get used to that, I kind of all of a sudden like that better. So my advice to people to play the game is try the different configurations more than once, and you might find that you in fact like it better, and might help you get better at it too. It's helped me, I think.
Whenever I play my game, or should I say test my game, I always have these preferred traffic patterns that I go to instinctively, but I try to shake it up whenever I can, push myself to do the parts of the game that I dislike.
Well, that's what I do too, and that's one of the things I like about this game is there's so many different ways you can play it, and so many different ways you can challenge yourself to do something different or to do something better, that I just find it endlessly playable, as you can tell from the number of episodes I do with each of the games.
Yeah, after your 500th episode, I began to wonder.
It's really interesting. I have people just watching some of the older Time Machine episodes now, and checking in with me on what they're thinking and stuff, and what they like about the game. And that's kind of amazing that a game is that popular yet. So you done good.
I'm thrilled to hear that. I'm thrilled to hear that. But when did you start playing Airport Madness?
I played the very first one on
really
on something. I'm not even sure what I was playing on at the time.
Would you like your money back?
No, I think I got my money's worth out of it.
I have a strict 10-year limit for refunds. So.
Well, that's a good question. Whatever possessed you to do this? I mean, you're a practicing air traffic controller. Don't you get enough of air traffic control at work without doing it when you get home, too?
Well, this game focuses on the fun aspects of air traffic control, and I've cut out all the stuff that isn't really that exciting, like dealing with weather and passing estimates to other air traffic controllers. That type of thing is all gone.
Yeah, I think you defined it not too long ago as an arcade game, which I think is accurate. A lot of people want more realism, and that's fine, but that's not what this game is.
That's right.
904 Roger. Buzz 904 Roger.
I always think of air traffic control as a sport. I tell people at work that that's what it is, really. We'd all like to think that we're great air traffic controllers, and people like to think that they have fewer delays than other air traffic controllers because they're so smart or whatever it is that makes them great at it. And that's what this game is. It's a contest, a sport. Who can push the most metal?
Well, yeah, and I mean, in any job, you've got to have something that you can kind of have some fun with and challenge yourself with, especially once you get good at it. So, I think that's true in every job, isn't it?
Oh, I guess you're right.
Okay, let's get this guy.
Oh, look at that!
Out of here.
441 expedite off runway.
There's a lot of planes coming in. Get out of there! Hurry up!
Look at those dash 8s go!
Man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
5399.
I hate backtracking so much. Have I told you that?
Thank you.
This is looking good.
It just drives me
Spacing is
crazy.
looking nice. How many are backtracking? 3?
Yeah.
3, and you've got the Dash 8 slowed, or Dash 8's at regular
The
speed.
Dash is
so,
at regular speed. Yeah, that 320
Okay.
is going around, is
yeah.
going out in the next county. My problem is when I have to move a certain number of planes in a certain amount of time, I extend their approach too much a lot. I was doing that in Lukla, and I finally stopped doing that, and now I've had great success at Lukla. I don't send them out so far, so I can get them in when I want them. Yeah, we. Oh, okay, yeah, we're good.
Buzz, 2,
We-
2, 6. Speed up.
Let's go, boys. Let's get in here.
904. Speed up.
When I'm playing this game and I'm trying to make it feel somewhat realistic, I turn the traffic rate down and I apply real-world runway separation requirements.
I
don't
do
give
that
the takeoff
sometimes.
clearance until
Yeah,
until the arrival has exited the runway. I don't give a takeoff clearance. But when I'm just trying to blow everybody's high scores away, I'll have them pack on final approach, and I'll give multiple speed assignments to the same aircraft. Go fast, go slow, go fast again.
yeah.
Whatever I need to get the highest score.
Uh-oh. Oh, shoot. Windows just gave me a message and closed my window, so I had to open it. I'm again stupid.
Future 3, 6, 0.
This is dumb computer day, apparently. Wait, okay. It's ready.
7, 8, 5.
I got real confused there for a second what I was doing. Kind of threw off my rhythm, like I had any rhythm.
981.
Looks like you've still got it.
Do I have time for a backtrack?
I say yes.
I think so too. I'll send 3 more, and then I'll figure out the timing.
Oh, I didn't say 3. Well,
I did.
981.
you're the tenacious Viking,
I-
so I'm going to trust you.
I do have to slow these guys down a lot, though.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta slow these guys down a lot. Oh, I can still extend him. Oh, goody, goody, goody.
Roger.
Future jet 2,
I'll extend the first guy and then let the hope. I still
It left your
nope,
screen.
nope, just lost it. Shoot. Yeah, I got their way off in Timbuktu somewhere.
They'll come back.
Yeah. In Lukla now, I like to have three planes ready to take off, 3 planes at the gates, and then 3 coming in, and that's worked pretty well for me.
Well, that's smart.
3, 6,
Yeah.
0. Slow down.
Oh, I got it.
And Lukla is one of those fields where you learn the timing well. If somebody's 0.7 miles final, you've got time to clear somebody for immediate takeoff, but not a regular
Step
takeoff.
1. Speed up.
And London's a bit like that too, is
Step
that
1.
Yeah.
where you've got to know your timing for the backtracks. And if you're good at this game, then you've always got something happening on your runway, whether it's a takeoff, a landing, or a backtrack.
I decided a long time ago that as long as every plane was moving, I was going to be okay. That's not always easy to do, but
Yeah. What's very sad,
Future 2, 7,
after
1.
8 versions of Airport Madness,
Runway 09.
it's hard for me to remember the specific rules that I've applied. For example, this particular challenge, I'm trying to recall if traffic rate is affected by delays. I think I've got traffic rate set to be a hard 10 all the time with this
yeah, I
challenge.
think so. Yeah.
But often when you're playing, if you've got a backup, it will show a little mercy and it will slow down the traffic rate for you. But not here.
The only airport in Volume 2 that I'm still scared of is JFK. And
JFK. There are a few points, a few traps at JFK that I've noticed. It's funny. I get emails from people, real world air traffic controllers and real world pilots, and they like to call in and correct me. They tell me that they're a real world air traffic controller, and they know that this is not how things work in real life, and they want to educate me on this. I don't get into an argument about the fact that I'm a controller also. I just calmly explain that I'm making games that are fun, and realism comes next. So are you going to make videos of Airport Madness Pro when it comes out in 2019?
yes, I am, and I'm scared to death. You're not going to make it too hard, are
I'm
you?
a little scared to death as well. I'm still at the stage where I don't know how real I want to make it. I could do real, but I'm worried it won't be fun. So I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep the game fun and a little crazy and always a little bit of madness. I'm not going to call it airport realism. I'm calling it airport madness.
It still has to be mad.
Future Jet 5.
That's right.
6,
I thought about a new
Roger.
name, but
5, 8, 7,
I
0.
find
Five,
that
five,
if it doesn't say airport madness on the box, people don't want it. So I'm sticking with the name airport madness, and
Okay.
Pro is going to suggest that there's a little something more to it, and I will deliver more. It'll be more realistic, but definitely we'll have a faster pace and than real life, and lots of opportunities for collisions, because that's what seems to make the game fun for people.
Yeah,
We're all sick.
I mean, the Sci-Fi Geek, I think you visited with him a little bit. He made me do some Crash Fest episodes of Airport Madness 3D Volume 1, where I deliberately tried to have crashes. And that's actually hard, because if you have all the planes crash, you don't have any more planes left to crash into each other.
Yeah, that's the downside to
0, 4, Roger.
You can only
afterwards.
you can only crash so many things. I'm gonna have to do
That's
some
right,
go-rounds,
that's true.
because I got way too many planes sitting around here. Don't like to do
Oh,
that.
go-arounds are free. I don't think I penalize at all. There's no penalty. I think stress goes up a little bit, but what people don't realize with this game is that that's just a visual. It doesn't matter if it's
Jet 5,
green, red, or purple.
Speed up.
Have you seen my stress meter? It's almost always red by the time I get done.
5, 8,
It's looking pretty green right now.
It's looking good right now. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed. I gotta get
I'm a bit
expedite these
concerned
guys.
about-
And
I'm a bit concerned about the F-27 on final approach.
oh my goodness, I
It
got.
looks like it'll be okay.
Oh, boy.
The Dash 8 safely passed the F-27 on final back there.
I'm gonna have to do a go around on this one.
Future Jet
Gulfstream.
307 going around.
I could try to pull them back, but I don't really want to because I'm tired.
Well, you're doing well here. 23 movements in 12 minutes, and
Oh, come on.
the majority of the
Okay,
movements
well,
happen
yes,
in the
sir.
second half. So.
I was gonna extend that. Well, what Dash 8 there, and he had go around right at the right time, so I just did a go around instead. Oops.
Oh, great.
Oh well. Okay, well I'm gonna do go rounds now because I just gotta backtrack all these planes. I got no room
That's
left.
right. That's right. That's right.
See, that's a go.
5,
Okay.
9,
I'm
0,
gonna whip
4,
around and just.
Thank you.
I'm gonna backtrack 6 of these. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna anyway.
Future 2, 7, 1. Thank you.
5, 9,
I'm not gonna
8,
get
1,
enough.
Thank you.
What?
3, 6, 0. Thank you.
I thought he was passed. Oh, for crying out loud!
Oh, gee.
Wow.
Oh, there's always one more than counted on.
Well, let's. Yeah, see now the crash is in a different spot when you do instant replay.
Oh,
I've noticed
instant
that on
replay is,
several of them.
yeah. Instant replay is very.
It
It has some troubles.
It crashed again.
I'm working on that.
Well, I don't have time to start over, but I'll play a little. I'm going to play my London City my way. I like that better anyway.
Continuous play. That's great. Yep.
See,
What traffic rate do you like?
oh, I'm not afraid to do 10.
Future
It's just,
4, 2, 3 on the pushback.
but I always get in trouble because I get out of my 333,
Roger.
especially going the other
Yeah.
way. This way, I think I have a better chance of doing 3.
Yeah.
Now, question is, do I slow this plane down and
Buzz,
backtrack
9,
before
6,
I
8,
take
Roger.
the first
Buzz, 9, 6,
arrival,
Roger.
or
Right. Right.
ugh? Decisions.
So, how do you like this new radar
Future Jet 4, 2,
that I
3,
added
thank you.
in January?
I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
And it took me a while to get used to it, but now at every airport, basically, I figure out which direction I want to look, so I can kind of see part of the field, but also see the radar. And you see, I don't make the radar very big. I was
I noticed that.
kind of concerned about whether I wanted to do that or not, and I don't, because I like to see the airport. You know, doing the radar like the way you did this, Roger, almost made me not like Airport Madness in 3D anymore, because it's not 3D when you're looking at radar all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
You just as well
That's
do
true.
that in 2D.
But that's true. I've received emails from people asking me for better radar. They really just want to see the radar screen. And I feel like telling them to go play Airport Madness World Edition, because that's what you want.
Yeah, yeah. I like the 3D view of the airport. You know, like here I got the best of both worlds. I can see all the radar. I can see everything that's going on, and I can also see some of the planes landing and correlate that. I guess I'm enough of a visual person that I like to see
Sure.
the whole. You know.
Oh, I think out the window. That's absolute. That's what you should be doing, is looking out the window. New trainees in my real world tower, when they show up, they're looking at the radar too much, because that's comforting and it's easy. They can get the mental picture very quickly looking at the radar. But you can't do a good job of controlling just off of radar. And whenever I have the opportunity to be an instructor, I always tell them, keep your eyes out the window. And I remember my instructor telling me that.
Yeah. Well, so how about putting in a third radar station in the tower so I can turn the tower on sometimes and actually do a good job? Because that's my problem with the tower, is I gotta whip back and forth so much, to look at the radar. Well, that.
Do you want a tower cab, a full room while you're playing, or do you like that eye candy to be gone so that you can focus on the action?
I like the tower. But I can't. But I have to. It's too hard to. I mean, I have to slow it down to a realistic level in order to play it, because it's too hard to be looking at both. Whipping around from the radar to the field. Although now with the fact that I can click on the radar, that might be different. I should try that again. I might do that.
Sure.
See if that makes a difference. Well, except you can't click on the radar when you're in the tower, can you?
No. Well, you can. You can click on the radar targets to bring up information, but you obviously can't make an assignment.
Yeah, but you can't make it.
Not yet, anyways.
Yeah. So
once we get rid of VHF radios and we start communicating by other means, I'm sure I could just click on a target and give it an assignment to go faster.
Request taxi.
So I meant, I don't know if I asked you or not, but whatever possessed you to design this game, just to, I mean,
that's a good question. I just made a radar game called, I think I called it Air Traffic Controller, because when I was making it, I was very much just a mad scientist working at his computer, not sure what he was making. And I decided to make an air traffic control game and thought, well, naturally, I'll call it Air Traffic Control. I didn't know that it was going to turn into something. And so that's still on my website. I think I've renamed it Approach Control. But it did not make any money and wasn't getting played a whole lot. And to answer your question, I think I was looking for something a little more fun than the realistic
5, 6, 9, 9.
thing that I had made.
5, 6, 9, 8. Speed up.
well, I think you succeeded. Obviously, I'm a fan.
Yeah, well, thank you.
and
The question is, what will I make?
5, 6,
Sorry?
9,
Go ahead.
9, Roger.
The question I keep asking myself is, what's next? What will I make next year? I know what I'm making. It's Air Prepena Pro, but what about after that?
yeah. Where do you go after that? Yeah.
I don't know. I've had a lot of people over the years asking for a military version. A lot of people want train simulations, but I just have to go with my heart. So it hasn't steered me wrong yet.
Yeah, I think a military thing would be cool. I mean, some of the things you did in what was the one before Time Machine, where you had,
Air Prepena 4.
was that the one that was?
That was the one with the.
There was a desert and there was aircraft carriers and
Yes.
yeah,
Area 51.
yeah. I mean, you could take Airport Madness 3D into that territory.
Into silly territory.
Well, yeah,
I could take
but
it
I mean, this. Yeah, I mean, you could. But I mean, like a 3D version of the aircraft carriers, that'd be awesome.
That would be fun. And I'd like to make an aircraft carrier, except I don't see the conflict points. I'm sure that someone that works on an aircraft carrier could tell me stories about how crazy things are.
Yeah,
but I'm just picturing an Airport Madness based on my lack of aircraft carrier knowledge. I don't know how I'd make that any fun. I touched on that in Airport Madness 4. The idea was that if you It took 20 seconds for them to reset the arrestal cables, and if you had two planes too close together, the second one was going to go off the edge of the ship.
Oh,
But
wow.
people didn't get it, and they wanted to know why the airplanes were going off the edge of the ship. So we'll see. We'll see.
It's not easy to make gamers happy, is it?
No. Hey, what about this for an idea? An airport that's much smaller, the tower is much closer, you're much more intimate, but it's all small planes, all Cessnas, all Pipers and Beechcrafts and Moonies and Aronkas. And they're training, they're doing their practice takeoffs and landings. They're called touch and goes.
Uh-huh.
That might be a fun
That
airport.
would be fun, yeah, because, I mean, Lukla has basically all small planes, and that's a lot more fun than I thought it would be. I thought, oh, this is going to be kind of boring because it'll be, but it's not. Well, of course, you're flying planes into each other, too, at Lukla.
Yeah.
Which is how one of the beta testers described it, and
That's
I
right.
just laughed out loud when I saw it. I said, yeah, I'm having fun flying planes into each other. I went, oh my gosh, I have to go to Lukla and do that.
Lukla Airport was one of these promises I just threw out there. Hey, I'm going to make Lukla. And I didn't give a whole lot of thought to how am I going to do this? How am I going to make a mountain and make it all look believable? And people have asked me, they insisted that I make the runway sloped, like Lukla is famous for. The truth is, there is no slope at Lukla. I've done a few visual tricks that make it look sloped, but it's flat. That's the way Airport Madness is coded. Planes are level.
Yeah, you'd think it would, yeah. It would be. But now that I've kind of figured out not to send planes so far, to extend their approach so far,
I see what you mean about the red stress-o-meter.
Yep. See, no, I'm not trying very hard either, but I'm just doing go-arounds because technically I'm out of time, but I'm going to run a little long deliberately.
Oh, great.
I want to at least get these 3 planes off the ground before I quit.
I'd like to find out who has played this game the longest. There's no way for me to determine that unless I bake something into the code. Maybe I could bake something in, a timer that checks to see if someone's played for 4 hours straight. And when they have, I send them a note, an automated note that says, "You're fantastic."
That would be cool, yeah.
Or I automatically send them a T-shirt. Play 4 hours straight and get the free T-shirt.
There you go. I've seen people who have, I don't know how many points in continuous play, or how many thousands, over 1,000 planes in continuous play. And I don't know how they do that, because I go a little bit crazy, after an hour and a half. Of course, I'm usually making episodes, and that also drives me a little bit crazy. But
I know there's some trick out there that I have not figured out yet to get super high points, and I get these emails from people complaining. How come everybody has over 1 million points? How is that even possible?
I know.
And I have no answer, except that I care about that, and I want to make it fair for everybody.
Okay, here's what I do when I want to send a lot of planes off at London City. I go to the Skycam view, because I can see the planes that way.
Idea. Oh, that's a good idea.
875 going around. 387 cleared for takeoff. Runway 275 274.
I like it when I have a big enough gap on final approach that I can do one giant lush departures.
Yeah, some of my viewers want me to do that all the time. Sci-Fi Geek is just send them all off. Just get them on. Well, I kind of got to clear the airspace first.
I haven't paid too close attention to that. Are there watchers making comments telling you, line that guy up, expedite him off, speed him up?
I get quite a bit of advice, but not nearly as much advice on Airport Madness 3D as I do on. That's a last-minute go-around. That's a San Francisco taxiway go-around.
San Francisco special?
Yeah. There you go. I just watched the video of that from again, and I just still hold my breath every time I see that. Okay. I can extend that. All right. Do that. And this is, oh, come on. This is one of the scariest things you can
it's
do
very
is to
stressful.
backtrack with planes coming in. But I got to wrap this up. Well, this has been an awful lot of fun, Roger. I really appreciate you coming on with me and talking about the game. And I learned a few things from you tonight, which is cool. And maybe we can do this again sometime. I might have to have you come on and hold my hand when Airport Madness Pro comes out, because I'm going to be scared.
Sure.
Uh-oh,
Anytime,
we're going to
anytime.
crash. Ooh, come on, get in there. Get in. Can you make it?
That looks close.
Oh, man, that was a little too close. I got a great
Ow.
picture of Lukla, as close as I dared cut it. I mean, you can see the fear in the eyes of the pilot landing when I took off.
Oh, send it my way.
I'll do that. I'll send that to you. I'll tweet that to you. So thanks again so much for joining me. This has been a lot of fun, and maybe we can do it again sometime. Roger from Big Fat Simulations, the developer of Airport Madness 3D, joining me for this episode. And I made one little goof. Just, gosh, I got to keep a better eye on that dumb runway so I don't do stupid things. But maybe next time I'll get it. Thanks again, Roger.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. Welcome new subscribers. I appreciate you all very much. And join me next time when Tenacious Viking plays Airport Madness 3D Volume 2. And remember, be kind.